I've got a friend who's loading some sod out to their resort today, and I thought I will take a video to show this very unique mode of transport of sod.
My name is Palm, like a palm tree.
And what are you going to use this grass for?
I'm gonna grow it at my resort, between the swimming pool and the side of the resort.
The sod's got to get delivered somehow, and this is 60 square meters of sod that's come from the nurseries around Bangkok. This is Manila grass, Zoysia matrella. It's the common grass used on lawn turf and sports fields and also golf course fairways and rough in Thailand and many parts of Southeast Asia. And in this case, it's going out to an island in the Andaman Sea. It's going to be delivered by a longtail boat, which is the classic type of boat that you'll see in southern Thailand. Here's this Nuan Noi Zoysia planted deliberately in a landscaped area right by the pier at this particular embarkation point to go get out to the islands, and you can see that it grows pretty well with minimal maintenance. This landscape went in about 2 years ago, and it just has a few weeds. Maybe it gets irrigated some in the dry season. Yes, how much does the grass cost delivered here in Trang?
About 30 baht per square meter. Yeah.
These grasses are grown at nurseries around Bangkok, and up there you can buy the grass at the nursery for, of course the price varies by supply and demand, but generally it'll be less than 20 baht per square meter. 20 baht per square meter of sod, which would be 10.76 square feet. Down here in Trang province in southern Thailand, this sod that is being transported today was 30 baht per square meter down here. That's still less than $1 per square meter, which is less than a dime, less than 10 cents US per square foot of Zoysia grass sod, which I think on the international level, if you consider what this might cost in the United States or in Japan or in some other countries around the world, it's quite an affordable price. This sure is a nice view out here. I always like the longtail boat. They're really a fun boat to ride, and you get a lot of fresh air and just stunning scenery here in southern Thailand. As the ocean, in the dry season, the ocean would be really beautiful and blue. Right, here we go, heading out on a longtail boat to see the grass being transported, the sod that's come all the way from Bangkok. See it get transported. Well, that sod is being transported now, and it's 60 square meters. A lot of it is in the back of the boat, but I asked them to put a little bit up front so we can see that there is some sod being transported. I've actually seen boats here as I've been coming back from some tourist trips to these islands out in the Andaman Sea. I've seen boats completely loaded up with sod when they're doing larger landscaping projects on some of the islands, because this is the standard way to move people and move supplies, including sod, surprisingly, out to the islands. Well, that's it. We're speeding up, getting a bit more speed to head back. I've got enough pictures and enough videos. I've shown how this grass can grow so rapidly at the sod farms around Bangkok. So rapidly, in fact, that it can be harvested after 6 or 7 weeks, which is just remarkable. That's a huge number of crops per year, and that's how the farmers can make a profit, even though they're selling it at what would seem like a very low price, a very affordable price. And this grass is really well adapted to the cloud cover and to the sun and to the heat and to the heavy rainfall that you could find in Southeast Asia. So it's quite a strong grass. It stripes up really nice. It doesn't have a very dark green color, but it grows extremely rapidly. And I've mentioned before that I think the most sustainable grass for any location is the grass that will grow the most rapidly at that location. And the reason for this, the reason why I think that's the most sustainable grass, is because when it inherently has the ability to grow so fast, then what you can do is cut the irrigation. You restrict the amount of water supplied to that grass, and you can also restrict the amount of fertilizer, specifically nitrogen fertilizer, supplied to that grass. So if you cut back on the nitrogen fertilizer, and if you cut back on the irrigation, you're able to have a grass that inherently can grow really fast, but it does not, because you're cutting back on some of those inputs. So that makes it more sustainable, because the grass doesn't die. It continues to live and be strong in that location, but it does so with less water and with less fertilizer. And that's the type of grass, this Zoysia matrella, the Nuan Noi variety of Zoysia matrella, Manila grass, that's grown around Bangkok, and that when it goes to these islands out in the Andaman Sea in southern Thailand, it goes by Longtail boat.